Some lessons don't arrive loudly. They don't knock. They don't announce themselves. They arrive quietly when life slows you down enough to listen. This is one of those stories. There was once a man named Elias. Elias wasn't broken, but he wasn't at peace either. From the outside, his life looked normal. A job, a routine, people around him, but inside, his mind was always running, thinking, replaying, worrying about the past, about the future, about things he couldn't control. Every night his body would lie down, but his mind never rested. Elias believed something many of us believe, that if he kept moving, kept working, kept distracting himself, the noise inside him would eventually disappear. But it didn't. It only grew louder. One evening, after another long and exhausting day, Elias found himself sitting alone in his room. No phone, no music, no television, just silence. At first it felt uncomfortable, almost painful. His thoughts rushed in, uninvited. Regrets he had buried, fears he avoided, questions he never answered. He wanted to escape, to reach for something, anything, to distract himself. But for the first time in a long while, he didn't. He stayed. Minutes passed. Then something strange happened. The silence didn't attack him. It didn't judge him. It simply waited. And slowly, Elias noticed something. His thoughts were loud, but he was not his thoughts. They came and they went, like clouds passing through the sky. That night, Elias didn't find answers, but he found something else. Space. Space between a thought and his reaction to it. And in that space, there was relief. From that day on, Elias began a quiet practice. Every day, for a few minutes, he would sit with himself. No fixing, no forcing, no judging, just observing. At first it was difficult. Some days his mind screamed. Some days it brought old pain to the surface. But Elias learned something powerful. Avoiding pain doesn't heal it. Facing it gently does. Weeks passed, then months, and something inside him began to shift. Not dramatically, not all at once, but subtly. Elias started responding instead of reacting. He listened more, spoke less, and for the first time he felt present in his own life. One day a co-worker asked him, "You seem different. What changed?" Elias paused. He smiled softly and said, "I stopped running from myself." Life didn't suddenly become easy. Problems still came. Loss still happened. Uncertainty still existed. But Elias was no longer fighting reality. He learned that peace doesn't come from controlling life. It comes from meeting life as it is. Here is the truth most people never hear. Your mind is not your enemy. It's a messenger. And when you slow down enough to listen, without reacting, without escaping, it begins to soften. Silence doesn't mean emptiness. Silence is where clarity grows. Silence is where wisdom speaks. Silence is where you remember who you are beneath the noise. If you're feeling overwhelmed, lost, or tired of carrying thoughts that never stop, this story is your reminder. You don't need to fix everything today. You don't need all the answers right now. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is sit quietly and breathe. Because when you stop running, you realize you were never being chased. This is Soulful Wisdom Official, a place for calm minds, gentle strength, and quiet truth. And if this story spoke to you, stay with us. There is more wisdom waiting.